Okay, so good afternoon, guys. So this will be your laboratory activity for today. So for the rest of your activity for today, you're going to create a simple network diagram. So working the network diagram, this will be a simulation of computer networks. So basically, what you're going to do is just create the diagram and supply an IP address, and you're going to learn how to use Cisco Packet Tracer. So bakit ba siya tinawag na Packet Tracer? So let's start first by adding devices na gagamitin natin. So just remember that you're going to use the hub and the switches. So you can find that one on the lower left corner. So those are the different end devices. So we have the hub and the switches. Hub, switch. Okay, so if we're going to add a hub, so just click hub. Okay, so select the generic. So we're going to use the generic hub or the hash hub dash pt. So this is a hub. Okay, so we also have the switches. So just click on the switches here. So kindly look for the generic switch dash pt. Okay, so ito yung gagamitin natin for this laboratory. So we're going to use hub and switches for the rest of the activity. So after that, you're going to connect computers and supply IP address. Okay, so just to give an example of a simple network diagram, so we're going to use a hub. So just click hub here, click the generic hub dash pt. Okay, so this is your hub dash pt. So we're going to add computer. Let's say I'm going to network or simulate 3 computers on the network using a hub. Okay, so I have 3 computers on the workspace and also hub here. So connect it with a straight through cable. So kindly look for the straight through cable or the copper straight through. So click this one. Then always remember you connect it to the fast Ethernet to a port on a switch. Okay, same also with the other computers. So connect it to the hub. So ulitin ko ulit, always make sure you connect it to the fast Ethernet of the computer going to the port of a hub or switch. Okay? So in simulator kasi, so usually sa simulators, so yung switch are modular. So meaning to say the number of ports are pwede mo mabago, pwede mo tanggalin or pwede mo baguhin. So if in case kulangin kayo ng port, for example, this is a hub. By default, meron lang siyang 6 port. Okay? You only have 6 port here. So what you're going to do is just turn off the hub first. So turn off the hub. Okay? Hindi ko na just turn off the hub kasi for example, by default this is 6 port. So the number of devices, the maximum number of devices that you can connect is only 6 devices. So what if you exceeded 6 units or 6 computers? So you need to add ports here. So basically, the maximum ports to be allowed on this hub is 10 port. Okay, so all you have to do is just turn off. You have the switch on, switch off button here. Okay, just click this one, turn it on and turn it off. So just turn off muna. Then you have the devices here, but by default you have the LAN port here. Just click and drag to make it 10 ports. Okay, because some Cisco devices are modular, so meaning to say you can insert different modules to add different ports on the network. But for modern devices, most of the time fixed naman yung mga ports on switches or hub or switches. Okay, So don't forget to turn it on again. So paki-on ulit again. So you have 10 ports on the hub. Okay? Kaya lang ito namang sample ko is only 3 computers. So okay na yung kanina, yung default, because that is 6 port. Okay? So yun lang, if you are going to extend or to add number of computers on the network, so always make sure to add ports. Okay? Just double click, turn off, then add. Then turn it back on again. Okay? Okay, so we now have our simple connectivity. So this time we're going to add IP address. So let's say for example, our network address na gagawin natin is the 192.168. The 192.168.1.0 network address. So meaning to say it may start from .1, .2, .3 for the PC. So okay, our network address is 192.168.1.0. So this will be /24. Class C network. So meaning to say this is our network address. So our IP address is on a specific range on this network address. Okay, so we're going to start, for example, this is 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.2, this is 192.168.1.3. Okay, always remember, in a network, there should be no the same IP address on the network kasi magkaka-conflict kayo on IP addressing. Okay, always make sure that IP address, computers do have unique IP address on the network. Okay, so for you to be able to assign IP address, just double click on the just click on the computer. Then ulit, just click on the computer, assign IP, click on the desktop tab, IP configuration. Okay, so I think ginawa nyo naman from previous activity. Then supply the IP. This is 192.168.1.1. Just click tab, automatic naman yung subnet mask. Okay, do the same thing to other computer. Okay, this is 192.168.1.2 for the second computer, and this one is 192.168.1.3. Okay, so test if your network is working by using the ping command. So ping from one computer to another computer. So let's say for example, this is PC1. I'm going to ping PC3. So this is 1.3. So this is 1.1. So click this one. Go to the command prompt. Then ping 192.168.1.3. Okay. So may reply. So meaning to say there is a connection. So meaning to say your network is successful. Okay. Or the connectivity is successful. So yun lang yung gagawin nyo. At the same time also, you can, instead of using ping, so there's also the part of the activity will be using simulation of ping. So kaya siya tinawag na packet tracer is because you can determine how your packet travels over the network. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is to simulate ping. So this is a real-time, this is on a real-time mode. So if you're going to look at the lower right, so merong real-time mode icon. Okay, ito yung real-time mode. So this is where you design your network. So we also have the simulation mode. Okay, we have the simulation mode. So para hindi lang magulo yung simulation nyo, kasi the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to simulate ping. So just click edit filters. Okay, ulitin ko ulit, on the simulation mode, click edit filters. Then napakadami kasing protocol here. I'll be discussing that on other topics. But since we are dealing with ping command, so just retain the ICMP. because ping falls under the ICMP protocol. So I'll be discussing that on other topic, other lesson. So just make sure that the ICMP is the only selected. You have the checkbox here, do you show all or show none? So just click this one. Okay, so just always make sure that the only checkbox checked on this option is the ICMP. Ulitin ko na. So you have the show all, show none. So just click just always make sure that the ICMP is selected. Okay. So once this ICMP is selected, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a packet. So this is the add simple PDU button. So just click this one. Okay. Click on the sender going to the destination. Okay. Hitin ko ulit. So you can delete. Para ma-reset, just click delete button here. Okay. Mawawala na yung simulation nyo of ping. So if you're going to add ping simulation, ulitin ko ulit, the ICMP should be selected. Click the add simple PDU button or icon. Click this one. Start with the sender. Then click on the destination. Let's click this one. Okay. Then click auto capture. Okay. So, I'm going to maximize this one muna. Para mas makita nyo yung what's happening on the network. Okay. So, ulitin ko na, you can delete the simulation. Just click delete. Kaya nakalagay dito successful. Then, click delete. Okay. So, ICMP selected. Click add PDU. Click on the sender going to the destination. Then auto capture or play. So kaya siya tinawag na packet tracer is because you can trace how your data travels over the network. Okay? Okay, so that's how you simulate packet tracing. So, nandito tayo sa simulation mode. Always remember if you're going to go back to the design mode, so just click the real-time mode here. Okay? So, that will be your guide for your for your activity. So, you're going to create simple networks and simulate it or test connectivity. So, and kindly check your canvas because aside from doing the activity, you're going to save it according to the file name being required for each number on the activity. And then you're going to upload it on the canvas. So there's a portion there that you're going to upload the file, the Cisco Packet Tracer file on canvas. Okay, so just make sure to save it as .pkt or the packet tracer file. So upload it on the canvas. So I'll be posting I'll be including the upload file, the upload button on the questions. Okay, so there you go for your activity. So work on your activity and save. Okay, so that's it for my simple instruction for your activity. Okay, thank you. Guys, since ka-problem ako dun sa recording, so hindi pala nakikita yung overlay. of the hub properties of the hub. So, dun sa portion na yon, so what I'm trying to say is that kung ang i-connect nyo is more than 6 computers, because by default, yung hub does have 6 ports. Okay? So, by default, when you place a hub on or also a switch, so may default number of ports. For example, this is 6 port. So, meaning to say you can only connect 6 ports here. But what if you exceed 6 devices? So all you have to do is just turn off the hub first, then click and drag additional ports. So this is the ports that you're going to add. Kasi this is a modular device. So I mean to say you can add ports, but on modern switches naman, naka-fix yung mga port niya. So after you're done adding ports, so just always make sure that it is turned on. Okay? So proceed with your connectivity. So proceed with your connectivity. Always remember that's fast Ethernet to port number on the switch, or any port number on the switch. Okay. So supply IP. Let's say this is 192. Just click the computer desktop. IP configuration. I think you already did that on the previous activity. So this is 192.168.1.1. Okay, for the other one, that's 192.168.1.2. Let's just click tab. Okay, so to test connectivity, if the network is working properly, just click this one. Just click the first PC, then command prompt, then ping 192.168.1.2. So this is the PC or the source PC going to the destination IP, which is 192.168.1.2. So ping 192.168.1.2, then click enter. So if there is a reply, it means you have connectivity. Okay? So I just add this one because I think it is not viewed on the first video that I did. So just make it as your reference for the rest of the activity. Thank you.